I got my second movie screener, so this is pretty special. I didn't think. Oh yeah, this is Art the Clown right here, but this ain't the movie I'm reviewing. Um, I was expecting full horror with dash of comedy, but yeah, being a romantic comedy with a splash of horror and drama, but it was hilarious. The movie, of course, I'm talking about is Your Monster, starring Melissa Barrera and Tommy Dewey, directed by Caroline Lindy, whom I must say, great director. Wow, incredible job on that. If this was your first film, you did it. Wow, so much to talk about. That was crazy. Um, yeah, I'm still trying to think about it. Like, whew, how that happened. Whoa. Okay. So right off the back, you kind of, you get the idea that um, Melissa's character Laura is like very, very sick and like in the hospital in and out. And it's pretty tragic so far. And then you have her boyfriend Jacob opening scene and break up with her. So then she he's already established as an asshole. Just just a huge asshole. um and she ends up really sad after that. um, she's like has to leave it, move out with him and then move in with her mom who isn't there, like never shows up either. Like where the fuck is her mom? I don't know if her mom even existed. um Her best friend we'll talk about more of that later, picks her up at the hospital. And right off the bat, you could tell she's like really slutty. She's already hitting on the guy that's pushing her in the wheelchair. It's pretty intense. Uh, you know, intense. I don't know. I'm nervous. But yeah, I'll get used to doing this. Movie reviews. I don't do them, but I'm glad to. So right off the bat, you could tell she has like no relationship with her mom, and like no phone calls, no nothing. She's in this empty house. Is it empty? Who knows? But she's just crying her eyes out like 20, 50, just it's too long. She's just crying for way too long. But it's funny. It's not bad. I thought it would be annoying. They even have like a moment where she's crying so much she has to like order more tissues from Amazon, and the Amazon delivery driver keeps showing up at the box. It's like more tissues. And she's still just bawling her eyes out. And it's like, ooh. He's like looking at her in shock, and she's just it's pretty hilarious. And then he shows up like 5 6 more times. I'm like, damn, how much is she crying? She's crying way too much. Funnily though, it's funny. You think it would be cringe, but it's not. It's actually pretty funny. So like I'm enjoying it. I'm like, oh my god, she's a mess. God, over one fucking dude. This Jacob, her ex-boyfriend now, is like a huge asshole, and basically dumps her when she's getting cancer treatment. Like, boom, right off the back, established asshole. I'm like, oh fuck this guy. And, Oh my God. And she's just like talking to herself while she's crying in the house. She just wants to be loved. She's desperate for love and wanting to be loved. She's just, I want to be loved. She even actually ends up hugging the Amazon driver just to feel someone's touch because she's that desperate. I mean, I don't blame her. She has cancer, so it's like pretty messed up. Okay. So we come to learn more about her character, and she's a singer who dreams of being on Broadway, and her ex-boyfriend like wrote a play with her as the basis. Um, the character's name was like Lauren, and her name is Laura. So it's like this play is about me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at it because it was pretty. It's a cute fucking movie. God damn, that was really good. So we get like a little flashback of her writing the song with her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, and great voice, fantastic voice, incredible voice. I was like, wow, Melissa Barrera could fucking sing. Shit, damn it, wow. uh, um, so after the flashback, she's still crying around the house, moping, and all of a sudden she just hears thumping in the closet, and she's like, "What the fuck? What's in the closet? Oh, let me open it!" Ah! And come to find out, I guess there's this hairy monster man played by Tommy Dewey who kind of has that like Michael J. Fox Wolfman look, but like less hair here and more just here. Um, and it was good effects, good effects, good design. Whoever made that, um, it's kind of like a werewolf caveman, Encino Man, Brendan Fraser, but a little bit werewolf. It was pretty damn pretty damn good for the makeup effects. So she finds him in the closet, scares the shit out of her, and he starts just flipping out. What are you doing here? Get out of my house. This is my house. And she's still fucking crying, still a wreck. Tears just flowing down her face. Um, so after he starts flipping out, they're kind of talking. She's kind of scared still, and he's trying to explain the situation. And basically says, "You got 2 weeks, and then you got to get the fuck out." And she's like, 2 weeks." He's like, I'm a monster, but I'm not a monster." But he just wants to be alone. Yeah, he starts to give her rules about his privacy. Don't bring anybody over. Don't show anybody to him. He doesn't want to be seen. And shit. Yeah, kind of am talking to you. Talking to you, whoever's listening. I can't really conversate right now. This is just live movie review. Doop, skadoops. Just listen on up. So Jacob is an asshole. Let's just get that back up there. And then so she finds a monster in a closet, and he lives there, and he's been living there since she was a kid. And she even brought like this dorky little Jonathan Lipnicki looking kid into the closet to do like kissy kissy. And she got scared when she was like, I don't know, 10, 11. And then the monster in the closet like slashed the kid's face and then threw him out of the closet. It's pretty terrifying. You're like, holy shit. Oh, he means business. Oh, so after, giving her 2 weeks, he basically just, I guess for the first few days, he's just effing around with her, basically sitting at the edge of her bed while she wakes up. It scares the shit out of her. He's like, I still got it. Oh, then they start like clashing over the thermostat, and she's playing the piano again, and the monster fucking hates it because it's sad music. He's like, stop playing that song. Why do you only play that song? It's like, come on, why do you keep playing it? Oh yeah, I'm trying to do this review. Maybe live wasn't the best option, but screw it. I think it'll get more views if I did it live. So I do it. I'm doing this live. Fuck it. I'm doing it live. uh, so you come to find out that the monster is actually pretty damn funny. He's got a sense of humor. He's awkward, but very open and talkative, and very funny. Funny as hell. There's a great scene with when Melissa Barrera character orders Chinese food, and he's just begging for the sesame chicken. I want some sesame chicken. Do you want the sesame chicken? Well, only if you want to give it to me. Well, you can have the sesame chicken. Oh my god. Uh, it's so yeah. So the way he devours it is hysterical. You're like, oh my god, how much sesame chicken can this guy eat? Monster, actually. It's a monster named Monster, which is another weird thing. Because it's like, what's his name? Does he not have a name? Is it just Monster? She's always calling out, Monster, Monster. This movie is called Your Monster. For those who are tuning in a little late. Yeah. um, my stomach is grumbling. I gotta eat. Speaking of sesame chicken. so it's so after like a bunch of them like arguing and not really getting along, always playing with the thermostat, they end up sitting at the TV together watching what she's watching, but he doesn't want to watch what she's watching, so he flicks it to Night of the Living Dead, and she's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah. I don't want to watch this." Click, and clicks, and then starts to watch some musical. It's like this is one. She's like, "Oh, this is one of the greatest movies ever made." I think it was The Sound of Music. I'm not sure what movie it was that she was watching. I should have did research, but um, so he gets ticked off. He's like, "I don't want to watch this." Switches it back to the Night of the Living Dead, and yeah, some bickering back and forth ends up happening, and I think from from what I can acknowledge is she ended up winning the fight, and they both had to watch the musical, and by the end of that he's crying his eyes out, and we start to see a softer side to him, so that they start to get along a bit there. It's pretty good. It's good acting, good chemistry between both of them. It's really good. No complaints at all. um, so, after they start getting along a little bit, she's still got 2 weeks left to live there. She goes to the audition for her asshole boyfriend Jacob's Broadway show that he wrote about her, but then doesn't want to give her the part anymore because he broke up with her while she was in the. Oh my God, the sesame chicken really made me hungry. My stomach is growling. Oh God. So he ends up, you know, I lost my train of thought for a second. Let's get back. Scoop, scoop, scoop. She auditions for a show, but he doesn't know that she's going to audition. Um, the assistant who's doing the casting call basically realized who she was and basically gave her a shot anyways. So he was trying to help her. This is good. Then in comes Jackie. Jackie, the star, the superstar. And everybody's ogling and oogling over her as soon as she walks in. It's like Madonna walking in the room or something, They're like, "Oh, it's Jackie! Everybody go sign up! Go, Jackie!" It's like that scene in Pearl when the other blonde girl shows up, and Pearl's just like, it's basically what she was doing. So then, ooh, she ends up going in, and of course, her asshole boyfriend is there for the auditions. He looks shocked. She's still fucking sad. And you can hear it in her singing voice because she blows the audition. But on top of that, the judges didn't even give a shit about her. One guy's eating a sandwich, ruffling a bag. The other one, the girl next to him, is just. It's like, fucking pay attention. Jeez, like there's a thing going on up here. Can you watch the performance? And she blows it. She blows it because of nervousness of seeing her douchebag ex-boyfriend Jacob. Goes home, finds out, oh, I blew it. She tells the monster, I didn't get the part. I didn't get the part. I couldn't do it. And, they gave it to Jackie, of course, the superstar. So, she gets sad again, and the monster basically cheers her up by having her sing with him. They end up having a nice scene together where they're singing together. And shoot, they sing together, and he, you could see in his eyes, he's starting to kind of fall for her a little bit. And their friendship's growing. They have really great chemistry. Oh yeah, during this moment, he like eats a glass bottle, like literally, just starts chewing on it. I started fucking dying. I'm like, oh my god, just straight up eating glass. Oh, hilarious. Uh, we come to find out that the monster's an actor too. He can also act very well, and so Ja Laura has him act out a scene, and it is not quite as good at first because he's trying to overdo it, over the top, and she's like, take it easy, not so over the top. We got to take it easy. And what is driving me crazy right now is my stomach just keeps on growling. God, I'm trying to record this. Oh God, I don't even know how to edit. This is bad. Uh, So the monster ends up cheering her up after she finds out that Laura, she finds out that she lost the role to Jackie, even though, and what really pisses her off is that Jackie didn't even audition. So now she's jealous and suspicious and pissed off and sad, trying to figure out what's going on and why this is happening. I gotta get some water. Uh, oh yeah, great movie. Oh man, there's so much to talk about. I'm like a different type of reviewer here. I can't talk. I can't talk. Yeah, that ruined this video. So Laura lets loose of her emotions by smashing dishes with the monster. Da, da, da. Smashing dishes with the monster in the kitchen, and she's reluctant at first, but then he ends up doing it anyways. So it really helps her get through that. And then they start food fighting, which is pretty dang good because it's like, oh my god, now they're food fighting. Oh my god, like what's gonna happen next? Are they gonna like do it? That would be weird. So yeah, after the 2 weeks are up, the monster decides he wants her to stay. And then their relationship blossoms. It grows. It it gets better, and the chemistry is fantastic. It's just building up, and she's just going through the not the auditions. The what do you call it? Oh my, train of thought. Rehearsals. Yeah, that's what it is. Going to the rehearsals. And when they get to the rehearsals, mm, my stomach, why is this happening now? I can't do this. Mm, this is going to be so bad. So when they go to the rehearsals, Laura ends up having a huge, giant fight with her ex. But this is after a scene I'm already skipping over, which I shouldn't be, is that there ends up being a Halloween party before the rehearsals, and Laura asked the monster to be her date to the Halloween party at the theater with the theater dorks. And he's like, oh, I don't want to go to the party with the theater dorks. I don't think I'll fit in. I don't know if I'll belong there. Uh, she basically begging him and pleading for him to come. And yeah, at first, no, he doesn't. He doesn't go with her. Nope. She goes alone, and then she has an awkward conversation with some random guy that wants to be with her, but she's not into it. And then Jackie comes and saves the day and goes, "Oh, she's not interested." And then she ends up talking to Jackie, and then Jacob comes over, and then she's like giving Jackie and Jacob the eye, like, oh, "What's going on here?" Uh-oh. Um, Melissa looks stunning in her Halloween costume. Uh, which I believe was the Bride of Frankenstein. Ugh. And then once the monster seen her in this costume, you could see him like contemplating, like, oh, you know, maybe I do want to go to that. You can see the love in his eyes. He's kind of falling for her. And so Laura sees Jackie and Jacob getting a little close with each other. And she starts to get a little sad. Uh-oh. But then, boop, oh, monster shows up, the business suit. He's like, I'm a business monster. And they dance together, have a nice dance, enjoy the party. Laura goes away for a second, ends up spotting Jacob with Jackie on top of Jackie, and gets pissed. Then the monster shows up, pulls, like, scares him, pulls a lever. Jacob falls through it, breaks his leg. Hilarious. You're like, uh-oh, that's sorry, Jacob. You get what you deserve. Falls through the trap hole. So they leave the Halloween party, and the monster is just like, "Why do you still love him? He's clearly an asshole." And basically gets Laura to admit that it's not okay. When she screams, "It's not okay!" like 20 times, and each one getting louder and louder, leading up to, oh, boom, they kiss. Oh shit! Now they're fucking. Oh my god! Now they're making love. I mean, like, um, excuse my French, my language, my linguini, my language. So after they make love, they end up on the piano together playing a song, and they both sing it together. And this is like where I like really realized like how beautiful Melissa's voice is. It's absolutely fantastic. Like, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's beautiful. Um, After they sing their song, they're obviously fall they're in like love with each other, and Laura's still going through her cancer treatments, and she had to get some blood drawn from a terrible nurse, and the nurse was like, "You have difficult veins," where she says, "I have a difficult nurse." That shit was funny. Um, oh, then after that, Laura has a meltdown at the rehearsals, and Jacob, because of the fact that he gave her role to Jackie. She also admits that she still loves Jacob, but she wishes she didn't, but clearly still does. And then, after just talking to each other for a little bit, she calms down, but they have to send her away. Then after the rehearsals, he wants to talk to her alone, and they have this really drama filled, touchy moment. Where we still know that he's an asshole, but then he goes and kisses her, and she falls for it. They end up doing it, and moments after, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're fired." What? This guy is straight up asshole. Straight up asshole. This guy, Jacob asshole. Oh my god, damn. Yes. Oh god. And he uses the excuse that he had to fire her because the other people think that she's a liability. So she goes home sad, looking for the monster, and finds that he has this huge room inside of her closet, like behind her clothes, and it's like, holy crap, there's a room in here. Whoa, it's still pretty pissed off. She tells the monster that her and Jacob funked again, and he loses it, snaps on Laura, and she gets pissed off. Closes the closet door on him, says, "Go away! I don't want to see you anymore." And just like that, she opens the closet door, and then no more monster, and then the room is gone. Where'd the big room go? Wait a minute. See, this is where little things get a little funky, and I'm like, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. uh, there she goes to bed sad, and then Jackie texts her that she wants to meet up, and I guess reluctantly, she agrees and goes outside, and her and Jackie walk together, and Jackie apologizes to Laura for everything, and together they plan revenge on Jacob. Uh, and Jackie says no, she wasn't sleeping with Jacob. It was another woman, and it's like, it was another woman. Oh, wait a minute. What? What are you telling me? It was another woman? I didn't know that. Uh-oh. So we cut to them going to the theater and go to like a little hidden hallway, like stairway, and Laura opens the door and sees um, Jacob with her slutty best friend, who I was like, I knew she was a slut. I knew it. She gave off that vibe, and she was more than a slut. She was disloyal, very very disloyal. So basically, Laura replaces Jackie in the show, ends up singing herself. Um, Pretty damn good musical number there. That was pretty funny, silly and funny. And this angered Jacob obviously. So by intermission, Jacob takes Laura to the back room. It's like, what the heck what the fuck are you doing? You're ruining my show. And she's like, I'm gonna rip your fucking throat out, she says. And basically, basically it cuts to her just standing on stage and the camera angle coming from the back, and then you see her covered in blood, and you're like, holy shit, oh, did she do it? And while she's singing, it's just going back and forth through the argument, and then you see the monster come out from behind her out of nowhere, um, and claw his fucking throat out. Her and the monster hug, and then obviously she finishes the song. So at that point, I'm like, what's going on? Wait a minute. Was the monster real, or was it all in her head? That's the real question. Because you would think maybe it is all in her head. I think it is. It would make a lot of sense for that ending if the monster was all in her head. But yeah, the movie ends with people realizing that Jacob's dead behind her, and the monster's over to the side, but nobody sees the monster. Everybody in the crowd notices Jacob's dead, starts flipping out, running around, and everybody's going, "Ah, no! Oh my god!" But all in all, great acting, funny, great chemistry between Melissa and Tommy. Loved every second of this romantic tragedy of sorts. Standout moments like the constant ordering of tissues and the banter between Melissa and Tommy. Ooh, like when trying to pick what's on TV, that shit was funny. I was shocked to find out Jacob wasn't sleeping with Jackie, then it was her best friend. But then again, I could kind of tell her best friend was slutty anyway, so I figured that might have been the case. I'm still wondering if the monster was all in her head. But yeah, I would highly recommend Your Monster if you like romantic comedies with a splash of drama and sad moments. It's really good. It was really good with a touch of horror and silliness. It's pretty good. I give that a 10. Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. Go see it if you want, if you have the money. Everything's expensive. But go see it in theaters. Have a laugh. Bring your girlfriend. She'll probably like it too. um, you could tell everyone had a fun time filming this. You could really tell that too. And I definitely look forward to more movies from Caroline Lindy. Pretty dang good. So yeah, that's my movie review of Your Monster. Let me know in the comments what you think or whatever you want to say, and I'll let you enjoy your day. That comes out October 25th for anybody wanting to watch it. Um, Probably in select theaters or all theaters. It deserves all theaters. But yeah, Your Monster. Great movie. Thanks for tuning in. Do 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 do.